Well, I'm stunned. We got some really interesting news for not only Crisis on Infinite Earth Part 3, but Batman Cape Crusader. Let's talk about this dual update, what's going on, and how something really unbelievable is happening, the return of Kevin Conroy. Now, before we do that, though, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell for all the updates. We do daily Marvel and DC videos, and we may be your place for all the superhero news, but we're going to bring it to you truthfully and transparently so you are in the know. Well, I have to say, guys, this story really caught me off guard. Now, if you remember back in 2022, we lost the legendary voice of Batman, Kevin Conroy. It had been assumed for a really long time that Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League would actually mark the last time we would hear the actor take up the role of the Cape Crusader. Now, we have found out that Kill the Justice League is indeed his final video game appearance, but he actually has 2 other performances coming our way in Batman film and television. Now, the story comes via IGN. Apparently, Kevin Conroy will be returning in 2 future projects that are just around the corner. One of them will be in Bruce Timm's Batman the Cape Crusader. Now, from day one, this show has been referred to as more Batman the Animated Series than the original Batman the Animated Series, and that's what brought Conroy to massive fame as the Dark Knight. Now, we have confirmed that Conroy did record some lines for the show, but it's unclear at this point if he'll be voicing Batman specifically or another character as part of the series. Some people have speculated he'll be Thomas Wayne in the upcoming project, but there was a lot of buzz early on he was returning as Batman, and that seems to have circled back around. The other film that he's going to show up in is, believe it or not, Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3. That's right, we're still waiting to find out who's voicing Terry McGinnis in Part 2, but it turns out we will be getting more animated characters from other parts of the DC Universe, and Kevin Conroy will indeed be reprising the role. Now, how this happens, it's hard to tell right now. Conroy's publicist has declined to comment, and IGN reported that they reached out to Warner Brothers, but they've also given nothing but zipped lips. Many people are speculating Conroy could be returning and have had his voice sampled and recreated for the upcoming project. It's possible they used existing lines from the giant library of him playing Batman over the last couple of decades, or maybe something in between. Whatever method they use to bring Conroy's voice back, they definitely have to treat him with the proper respect that the man deserves. I am curious on how they're going to pull this off and skate that line. This isn't an easy thing to do, and I do think if they don't present it correctly, it could come off in a really bad way, but until I know more, I'm going to trust them. But in any case, Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earth is now much bigger and appears will be the last time Kevin Conroy will play the famous character. This should make a lot of fans pretty happy. Many people were pretty upset with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League being his last performance because Batman actually dies in the game. Given what happened with Conroy and his unexpected death, this obviously upset a lot of fans, and this correction, even if it's not intentional, is a great idea, and have him part of Crisis on Infinite Earth seems absolutely perfect. If you remember correctly, he showed up in the live-action version, so his footprint on the DC Universe still seems to be ever expanding. Hopefully we get more news on Crisis Part 2 and Part 3 really soon, but until then, I'm super curious on what you think about the return of Kevin Conroy.